Hello, today we are going to be drawing a Christmas elf. So I'm going to be using my black Sharpie. You can use whatever you have available to you. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. We want to start pretty much in the center of our paper here. And we're going to start with our elf's eyes. So we're going to create two circles. I'm going to start with this one right here on the left. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw the one right over on the right. There we go, just like that. And the next thing that we got to do is add circles within our circles. So I'll go ahead and draw a circle right in here. And I can make another circle inside my left eye right over here. And there we go. And now we can do one more circle on the inside of these circles, just like this. And notice that I'm kind of going at the upper corners of these. And so now I can just kind of fill everything in that is no longer a circle. So I'll fill this in right here. And I can go ahead and fill in the other side as well. So now we have our elf's eyes done. And the next thing we can do is add the nose to our elf. So we're just going to kind of come right down, and we'll kind of start on the left side over here. And we'll come down and then kind of loop it around and loop it back up just like this. And then we can also draw some nostrils on our elf. So we just need something coming out like this. And then we're going to connect it back to the nostril just like that. We could also go ahead and give our elf some eyebrows. So to do this, we're just going to create these little rectangular shapes here, and they're nice and round, and they don't have to be perfect rectangles. So let me go ahead and create one over here. And there we go. And if this is going too fast, keep in mind that you could always pause the video. You can rewind and kind of just go at your own pace. So the next thing we can do is give our elf a smile. So we will go ahead and make this little curved line right under its nose. And then we can put these little curves at the end of the line. And then we'll also go ahead and make one more that kind of comes down and then back up. All right, so the next part that we're going to make is our elf ears. So we're going to go ahead and start at the right-hand side over here. And we want to make kind of this curved line that jets out because we want our elf ears to be sticking out. So let's go ahead and make a line right over here. And then just to make sure that we're staying balanced, let's go ahead and do that same thing, but to the other side. So on the left-hand side right here, we're going to also make a small little curved line that comes out like this towards the face. And now we can go ahead and do the bottom part of our ears by curving it in. So again, we're going to do that to the other side. We're going to start at the top, and then we're going to come down and then curve it in towards the face. And so now we have our elf ears kind of sticking out right here, but we can add some more detail by creating a line that goes right under the top line of our ear and kind of stops before it gets to the top. So again, we're going to come and kind of follow right below the top line of our ear. And then from here, we can go ahead and make a line that comes down and then kind of loops out and then curls back in and around. So again, over here, we're going to come down, loop it out, and then it's going to curl in and then back out. So now we're going to go ahead and close off our elf head. So we're going to come down from the ear right here and then kind of make a little small curve under the mouth, but then stop. And we'll do that same thing on the other side, kind of curve it in and then stop. And then now from here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just twist my paper, and I'm going to start along this line that I already created. And I'm going to do this round curve, connecting it to the other side of my jaw. Now let's go ahead and start creating the hair for our elf. So we're just going to do these little curved lumps like this on the side, and we'll also do the same thing on the other side. Little loop like that, little loop, and another one. And then we're going to do that same pattern going across our elf. And these ones I'm going to do a little bit larger, just like that. And then we can also do it for kind of like the sides of his hair as well. So we can go ahead and do a little loop, do a loop. We'll do that same thing on the other side. So we're going to start right here on the ear and then I'll go ahead and make 3 of them right there. I don't want to connect it up at the top because our elf is going to be wearing a hat. So to make the hat, we're going to do this little squiggly line that goes from one end of our hair to the other end. All right, and that's the bottom of our Santa hat. And then we can go ahead and come out from the hair right here, curve it up, and then curve it around and make another squiggly line that makes its way over to the other side. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'll come out from his hair and then curve it up and connect it back to our squiggly line. So now to do the top of the hat, we're going to start from right over here and we're going to curve it up. And then it's going to go all the way past all the lines that we created and then start to loop down, and it's going to stop and connect to our elf's ear. And then we're going to pretend like this line continues. So then we're going to start towards the bottom of the ear, and we'll come down and kind of just stop the line right about here. And then we can also make another line that slants out from the ear and then stops about here. And then you know what? I need this line to come down a little bit further. So we'll stop it right about here. And now we can go ahead and do the little white puffy ball that is at the end of our Santa hat here. And then we can also put this little curved line right up at the top of our hat to kind of show that there is a fold in our hat. And the next thing we can do is start to make the neck of our elf. So we're going to start over here kind of on the jawline and slant it inwards, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And then now we're going to kind of start on the neck and we're going to loop it out, circle around, and then connect it again back to our neck on the other side. And now we can do that same thing, but we're going to start from the bottom of the neck and loop it back to the other side. So then just to kind of make a little shirt for our elf, we just need to make a curved line that comes out from our collar, goes down to one side, and then we'll do that same thing on the other side. Comes down, and then if you want to, you can also go ahead and kind of connect these two right here just to close off our elf. So there we go. Now we have our elf completely drawn, and the only thing we have left to do is color it in. And I'm going to go ahead and start a time lapse here, and you can come and check it out, see what it looks like when it's done. All right, and so here it is. We have it all colored in. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you next time.